Well, welcome back, you beautiful spuds. So let's jump into this. So this one is kind of interesting. They had camped way up top on these like intricate root system, and they were just completely trying to range game us. This had happened a couple times. I thought it was an interesting battle just playing the range game. They definitely were not ready to fight us head on, and it does show up that this is why they were doing it long range, because as soon as the two of us were attacking them, they pretty much instantly died. But I thought it was kind of cool how the way the Great Glintstone Shard works versus how they were throwing pots. Even though you would think being up high, you would have the ability to have like a high, like you have the high ground, you would be able to be more efficient. It really did appear that magic actually worked better than him throwing pots, or from them throwing pots down at us. Now, this fight is quite interesting. Me, Cole, and Cassandra, we had all placed the amulet that you can get, or we can all appear like we're the host. And you could definitely tell that they did not know who the host was. I would have to say, being the spellcaster in the group, they either went after me specifically because they did not want to deal with me doing spells, though at the time, I really still think they were very determined to attack me. I really think that they assumed that I was the host, which is funny because Cassandra, who was standing toe-to-toe with them, was in fact the host of Fingers. So it was interesting, them really, you can really confuse an invader. Especially if the host is not a spellcaster. I thought this one was really good. They definitely were prepared to take on all three of us. You can definitely in the comments tell me if you think we were dirty in anything we did, but I would definitely say it just seemed like that they wanted the challenge. I could be wrong, but they definitely, I will say they didn't private message us or anything saying that we were pieces of crap. So, and usually I would have to say, in many cases, if somebody is happy they beat you, I don't know how many times people will just come in, invade, steamroll us, and then they tell us, oh yeah, you were super easy, good game, and stuff like that, which, I mean, it is a lot more effort than I would think. I am maybe a hypocrite in the fact that I have still not released one video of me invading, so I get how, people who do want to invade and that, they're looking to have fun too, being triple teamed by what you would consider noobs or very low quality people gaining up on you, and in some cases like just resummoning people to do your dirty work. I can get how it can breed a sense of bad behavior where you just want to have that victory. It's definitely stacked against you when you're the invader. Now you can say arguably that you're asking for it to be a one-sided, and if you want more of a real one-on-one thing, then that's why you do the arena, where it is really just you versus them, and it's what your build is plus your skill versus their build and their skill. Where this is a little bit more, you get to use the environment, the terrain. You're also dealing with more people if you're the invader. So all I know is this was such a fun match. Like I said, I don't know if it was fun for them. They definitely gave us a run for our money, and there's a couple parts on here where they almost hosed me. I came very close to dying many times. One of my favorite parts that I got so lucky on is about to come up. They they had baited me. They had been hiding. They wanted us to trigger this monster down here so they could have an extra bit of bodyguard. But they also had like one of these like great bows that kicks you back hard when it hits you. And I don't know if that was their intention, but I was not thinking at all of being shot backwards. I just so happened to get lucky. And so I came over here, and here it is. It's about to happen. I got so lucky. And of course, I'm like, okay, I see them. I'm going to get them. And sure enough, I'm like, oh, look, they only got a little bitty bar, and bam. And I came within like millimeters of falling off the edge. I can only hope that they were like, they had to have been like, oh, I got him. And then they must have been so disappointed when they're like, oh, shit, they're still alive. I definitely say that they understood how the hitbox works. They were very good. So good, because when I would try to do the sword play, I was in no way. I just felt like an idiot. I was just slashing away at air, and most, like, the whole time, they were in control. I'm going to be honest, they have so much control of knowing where their hitboxes, avoiding me, being able to get their own hits in. Like, I felt like such an amateur. Here I'm trying to be cheap, getting a quick whack with my crossbow. Unfortunately, I think either they were clearly out of potions or flasks, and I don't know if they just rushed it at the end and they got sandwiched, or they were just kind of done. They were done playing around and they wanted to do something else. But it was a good match. I would love to hear in the comments what you would have to say about it. Oh, this one was such a disappointment. We got invaded. I thought, okay, I'm going to do a hide. Right in plain sight, I'll maybe get a backstab on them. And they freaking rounded the corner before I actually pulled off like where I wanted to stop. Here, my friend actually didn't know what was going on. They had ran up to the top only to do a turnaround. And yeah, they had this Ash of War, this attack of theirs with the swirling lightning. Oh my goodness. It is just amazing. I'm not going to say I've incorrectly said before about they were clearly overpowered. As you can see, we were doing good amounts of damage, but wow, they destroyed us. And this area, like, we were just getting invaded constantly. Shortly after, we got invaded again, and then this person, it didn't go very good either. The close quarters, and I'm going to be honest, I heavily rely way too much on this katana's attack. Just being what my build was, and I messed up right there. If I would have paused for a second longer, I think I would have got them. But they were immune while they were prone, so I kind of goofed up there. But as you can see, if I wasn't using magic, I'm real bad about just spamming the katana attack. Ah, yes, and then here is, my fellow Spuds, my last of the encounters. This one was so much fun, and I'm going to be honest, I really am so disappointed. Because I lost the party chat, and we literally laughed our butts off when we were doing this. I think, I thought this was dumb way long ago when somebody had done it to me, but and please tell me in the comments what you think. But this was just hilarious. We perfectly just disguised ourselves, and the two of us were both just these like little pillar candles. This poor invader, we watched him run all over the place. They were so confused where we were. They just kept looking. There you have it. Hey, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to me. That'd be great, right? Give me a like. Give me a dislike. Tell me how you feel in the comments. And as always, you beautiful spuds, have a great day. No, have a wonderful one. Catch you on the next one. Later.